There's something I know about you. Now, not to get creepy or anything, but there's something that I do know about you. It's this. There is something that you're avoiding in your business, in your life, whatever, that if you would just do that thing, it will create your next big breakthrough in your business, in your life. Depends on what it is. Sometimes both. And I invite you to think about it. What is that thing? Could be getting on video. It could be fixing your opt-in strategy so you're actually building a list. It could be finally starting to do things differently in your social media. It could be creating content, whatever it is. And I just gave you a bunch of business examples, but there's a whole bunch of personal examples there too. Here's the other thing I know about you. All of us tend to avoid change. We're scared of what will happen on the other side of that change. And so something that oftentimes can take 2 hours and be done with it, we avoid it because we're scared of that new thing that life is going to be like on the other side of that change. And we do it even when we know it would be good for us. We're just scared of the process of getting from where we are to the point where it is good for us. We don't know how long that's going to take, how hard that's going to be, whatever it is. But it's vital, if you really want to make the breakthrough in your life, that you take those steps and make those changes. And sometimes what ends up happening is we avoid doing that thing for years, hey, even decades. So again, I know something about you. There's something that you're avoiding. What's one of those things for you? It could be that you've got 10 things. What's one of those things for you? And may I suggest that could you just do that thing tonight? Or maybe it's hard. Maybe it's going to take a little bit more time. Maybe you do it this weekend. Or maybe it's going to take a lot of work. Could you do it this week? Or even by the end of this month? Could you just do it? Because here's the thing. When you just do that thing, what it does is it makes that change start to happen. Because one of the other things that I've learned about change is that sometimes we avoid it because we don't know what the change is going to be like on the other side of that change, how our life's going to have to be different. And what I've discovered is if you spend a lot of time and worry trying to figure out the plan for after you make that change, okay, I can't make this change until I get to this stage. Oftentimes it's better to just make the change and then make the next step plan after that. Because then you'll see what life is really like. You know what's going on instead of imagining what's going on. And because of the fact that most of the time what we do is we forecast that the impact is going to be a whole lot bigger, a whole lot worse than it actually is. Sometimes it's better to just make the change. And so we see what the actual results are. And because here's what happens. There's nothing like change to change your plans. And when you make that change, your plans start to change, your life starts to change, your business starts to change, and then you can create a plan to go forward. Sometimes those changes happen to you. You don't choose to have that happen. And all of us have had that happen a number of times in our life where something happened to us and we had to change our life plan or our business plan afterwards. Well, sometimes you can choose to make that change. And just like you survived it when that change happened to you, you'll survive it when that change is a change that you originate yourself. Okay? That's my invitation to you. Just make that change. Tonight, this weekend, this week, this month. Not this year. Get it done now. Because it'll change your world. This is Don Crowther saying, just go do this stuff.